I still remember like in the 90s and shit, like people from out of town is like, man, y'all dance weird as you know. And I ain't no downside, but you know, when you from the city, like you would learn 1, 2 little moves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember, like, you know, I remember being in middle school, like getting in that Gangsta Walkin line and running around, like, and then you know, cause you know, I love the book jump. You know, and all that rough shit and pushing and knocking down, like that was my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, you couldn't play like I bet you won't hit them and shit. Like when we was growing up, like, oh man, I'm knocking everybody over to get to the dance floor. How has it been for you as like you actively being in, because I know like you've basically danced all over the globe.
Okay, it's a household name now. It's a household name now.
Yeah.
But it really took off with the 3-6 Mafia videos. Because that was my era, you know what I'm saying? That's when everybody was like, oh my God, Jookin is on.
This was my thing. It was like, we knew what it was, but the world didn't know, and they didn't understand the footwork in it. You know, God bless the dead, I was at one of Baby Hugh's video shoots, and he had a dude from the city, Jookin, and the white man was just filming him from like the waist up. I'm like, you're missing the action.
What you're doing.
It's in the feet. You know, and it trips me out seeing TikToks, the little groups of little, you know, I don't. Okay. I'm country and I don't give a fuck. Seeing little Chinese folk, you know what I'm saying, over there and they bucking and they sliding and like it's like, and they cold at the shit, and it's just it's mind blowing.
Absolutely, yeah. He's I think that's the Koreans. They got that. Yeah. They didn't even made a song like Doop Doops.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, like they really fuck with us. So
yeah, and I know like in Russia somewhere it's a big like, you know, 90s Memphis music for like, you know, where they are like super into that shit like right now.
Absolutely. Yep. Me and my guy Igor, we actually just came up with this platform. Actually it's mostly Igor, but we just been talking about doing something for years just because we want to make sure the culture spreads in the right way, and it's not just getting latched on for opportunity and clout versus you actually a fan of the art and the culture.
Right.
So we have this thing called Memphis Embassy, and he actually held an event over in Russia. Packed out, people pulling up in, you know, old school cars on rims, and they discussing Memphis shit, and cause they just fans. It's like, it's really a community over there. Right. Like for real, like it's a huge community over there, and now in Korea, it was in China already. When I went to China, they was looking like, what is that? But some people knew though. Some people had already knew about it. So like I said, like when I was traveling and stuff, like it was people who already was, you know, familiar with their Memphis culture. So it's already been like that to me. But it's just crazy seeing it now. It's everywhere. It's like a household name. You could bring Jookin up at a random thing somewhere, and somebody's gonna know somebody. Right. You know, oh Jookin, I saw that. You know, it ain't ever been at that level. So it's crazy to see it. It's crazy to see so many girls. Like
facts.
I look like it's just like everybody be like, man, when you gonna make a clip? When you gonna do for what?
I feel you though.
It's so many, you know what I'm saying, like young women and stuff, and it's inspiring. It's inspiring because, you know, I knew that was gonna happen, but just to see it, you know, actually manifest, it's like, man, it's dope.
For one, I don't think people appreciate the improvisation that goes into Jookin. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't really, I ain't gonna say they don't really, I don't think they really understand the fact that this is all about feeling. It ain't choreographed. Right. And when you really know the song and you know certain part, like you know that you might hit a little ooh, and it's like, and that's the shit that make the crowd go crazy. Right. Like I seen the junk you shared where I think Future had did like a little rockabye baby on the baby and shit, and it was like, yeah, that ain't the coldest move ever, but it's the timing, right? And it's the, you know, using what's in the crowd, exactly. And little shit like that can make a crowd go insane. Exactly. You know, I love that shit. I always love that shit. And then, you know, like I was cold in the kitchen with my socks on. You hear me? I couldn't do it when I put no shoes on. I put them shoes on. I'm heavy footed as a motherfucker.
So you gotta practice it on carpet with your shoes on.
Yeah, nah, I just need some new knees at this point. I need new knees. You know, that shit, that boat long and level. After being compared to the greats of pop music on many occasions, LaShonté was legally crowned Memphis' own princess of pop by the world-renowned Ruby Wilson, Queen of Beale Street in 2013. LaShonté has worked with the likes of Justin Timberlake, Taylor Swift, Craig Brewer, 3-6 Mafia, and more. Featured in major commercials and movies over the years, she has built a solid big word in the I ain't even gonna try and say that word, man. You know what I'm saying? Repertoire. What? Yeah, that one. That way. She is also one of the pioneers of Memphis Jookin. That she has taken the world by storm, starring in multi-award-winning dance films, booking, and Real Swan. LaShonté has also taught performing arts and mentored over 5,000 kids in the Memphis City school system. Damn! You done that.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing, baby. Speak on some of that for a minute.
Thank you.